What's up guys, this is CJ with CoinOpTV and today we are playing Halo 4 for the Xbox 360 and we are taking a look at the new Champions Bundle DLC that is out today if you're watching this on August 20th. So the DLC contains 2 new maps, well, one remake of the pit and one new map that we're looking at here called VERTIGO, as well as some armor, some weapon skins, and there was a title update that added 2 new perks to the system that we'll look at in the next video. So this video we're going to take a look at the new map called VERTIGO. If you want to see the remake of the pit, go ahead and subscribe on YouTube to our channel and you can check out that video over there. So like I said, today is VERTIGO. VERTIGO is kind of an asymmetrical map and it has a look that's kind of like Exile. So if you know the big team battle map Exile, it's definitely not that big though. So it's kind of a more small to medium sized map. I guess as small as you get for Halo 4, which isn't terribly small, but it's definitely a good map, and I haven't played much on it, but from just looking around at where things are spawning and stuff, I think it'll be interesting to see how it plays when you get either 4-on-4, 6-on-6, or something like that. Even big team would be interesting to see just what happens. It's kind of small, but so here we are. The one of the bases, or one of the areas. You can see behind the base there's this giant pit that goes apparently absolutely nowhere. That grenade did not hit anything. So you can see here some of the aesthetic design. It's kind of Exile with all the rocks and the sun and the trees up there, but it's got kind of an industrial feel with the electricity shooting everywhere and that kind of thing. So pipes everywhere. So here's where I assume one of the teams will spawn. This kind of base. It's kind of up the hill, and we are at the back of it now. You can kind of get the layout of it from looking at it. It's pretty big structure actually. So you've got the top level here you can walk around on and kind of do whatever you need to do. Shoot people coming up the side paths. Here, there's a vent right here that comes up from one of the side paths where the sword is located. And you can kind of see here it looks out over the middle of the map, and if we go back, like I said, it's kind of a big structure. So you can go up on top here, which will make a good sniping point. I'm not sure there's even a sniper on the map, but maybe for some custom game types that'll be a good place to put a sniper or 2. Well, not 2, that would just be crazy. But as you can see here, one of the things 343 and Certain Affinity has been great at is aesthetics in their map, and this map just looks absolutely gorgeous. So a lot of the maps in Halo 4, well, they might not all be that great to play. They all do look pretty good, save from a few of them. So this one I think is one of the best looking ones though, and I could just sit here and stare at the electricity and the storm for an hour or so, but alas, we should probably go through and look at the rest of the map. So as you can see, wandering around the base here, jump down, there's a little indoor part here. Underneath, you can go down even further. There's kind of a tunnel. I'm not sure, this, I just have it on Slayer Pro here, so there's not any vehicles, but I'm not sure if they'll spawn like a mongoose down here or a ghost or something. I'm not sure if the map's even big enough for that, because it's kind of cramped, but got some good cover points. That rocket launcher is kind of an interesting spawn too, because it's obviously going to be closer to that team, whichever team spawns at the top. So I'm not sure if they're planning this more for a free-for-all map or what, but it'll be interesting to see how the weapon layouts play out in, I guess, in-game types where there are weapon layouts and not infinity drops. So we can follow along these paths. There's a shotgun back in the tunnel here, so each side of the 2 structures has paths leading to and from each structure, so you can kind of get some close quarter combat going on in there. So you can see another look at this awesome skybox that they put together. All of the DLC maps have looked pretty good, save from 1 or 2 that have a little too much lens flare, but everything looks good. The map flows pretty well just from walking around it. You know, here's the second, I guess what you would call base. And then this is something I noticed as well. There's that thing up there, and if you shoot it hard enough like that with a rocket, It apparently electrifies the entire platform up there, so I haven't put anybody up there to see where you have to be standing for that to hit you, but that's kind of interesting that they added some interactivity to the map, because we haven't seen a whole lot of that in Halo 4, so it's kind of a cool thing. Not quite the train from, what was that, Terminal, I think, Terminal, but I guess we're good. Bring back Terminal, somebody do it. Anyways, back up to the lift here, we'll jump up to the top here, just wander around, see it's a big circular platform. You can go kind of out behind it, up the back. There's all these little paths that go back and forth throughout the level, so you'll run into a lot of people. There's a couple different ways to even get through each individual location, so definitely going to be a lot of close quarters in the tunnels combat, and that's where they put most of the power weapons, except for that rocket launcher that's right out in front. So if we keep traveling up this path here, you can kind of see that's back out to this round structure there, and that's up there to the base we were just at. Up here you kind of run into this storage room, and again, exits to pretty much everywhere, and that's where they have put the sword. So interesting locations for the sword and the rocket launcher, because they're clearly closer to one team depending on how they're going to lay out the spawns. So we'll have to take a look at that when the maps are live in matchmaking and see how it plays out. In Legendary Slayer, of course, because that is one of the few modes where there are actual weapon spawns on the map. Otherwise, you can call in your rocket launchers anywhere. But keep wandering around here. As you can see, it's pretty much straightforward. Just kind of a big oval shaped map with paths on either side that you can get to and from each of the main structures. There's a little bit of verticality to each of the structures, so you can be up and down on 1, 2, or 3 different levels, and around the sides there are 3 or 4 paths on each side that can get you to and from each area. So not sure there are going to be any vehicles. It seems like it'd be really hard to navigate, so we'll see what they do with it, but so far it seems like it would be a solid map to play. It's a little more tight, a little more compact than a lot of the other DLC maps, which is kind of nice to see, because there are a lot of big team maps in Halo 4. So anyways, that's pretty much all I've got here. If you want to see the video on Pitfall, which is the Pit remake, check out our CoinOpTV YouTube channel and hit that subscribe button. Leave any comments if you have any questions. I can try to answer them, and check out our video on the armor and weapon skins. That's pretty much all I've got, so thanks for watching, guys.